One day this life will leave this body, and I will exist no more in this material world. Every living being must eventually marry a bride of death. Let not the mind lust at physical wealth and pleasures. The services that we can perform, do it now, for you may never get the opportunity to pass this way again. Glorify the name of the Lord and receive His blessings. एक दिन हमें भी जाना है. One day we will all have to leave this world.
What am I working solution on?
Where's your green spot? You have done this, see what you go to your place. In good way.
Alright, so 6 order. Whenever you go put on the table. You know the side that right? No, nothing like that.
Yeah, not illegal, everything is illegal.
Yeah, like right hand by you, sir. Left hand on this side. Right hand with you is face inside. Left hand. Left hand. Right. Two other person again. Right. Only have to get 6 people. Well, have 6. Yeah, everybody can help. Anybody can help.
Hôm nay là em là
Hold on. Yeah, two fellas come in here. Right.
Problem with it.
People in, right?
So I recommend you.
Left hand. Left hand. Right. Left hand. Left hand.
left hand Harry.
Right hand. Foot inside first. Manually black shirt one that watch. Work on that. Yes, I
Everybody Ramkumar stunned by this of the human body is not good. In the midst of this body, and we not let the mouth that tries to burn out the window. Worship the Lord continuously. That. Yeah. There is plenty of walk to the wall. For you can never communicate this way again. Glorify the name of the Lord and receive his blessing. एक दिन में हमें भी जाना है one day.
samarpayami. Sip 3 times. Put your right hand on top.
Right.
Om Keshavaya Namah Swaha. Om Madhavaya Namah Swaha. Om Govindaya Namah Swaha. Wash back. Come wash. Om Sri Hasta Prakshalanam Samarpayami. Wash. Om Sri Hasta Prakshalanam Samarpayami. Put your right hand on top and sip 3 times. Om Keshavaya Namah Swaha. Om Madhavaya Namah Swaha. Om Govindaya Namah Swaha. Wash back. Om Sri Hasta Prakshalanam Samarpayami.
Basic thing you can learn. I don't know whether they learn. You have to teach them. You know.
If they want Om Sri Kanda Chandanam Divyam Gandharyam Sumanoharam Velipanam Srishta Chandanam Prati Grihitam. Hare Krishna. Hands. Next side. Chandanam Samarpayami. Next. Om Sri Kanda Chandanam Divyam Gandharyam Sumanoharam Velipanam Srishta Chandanam Prati Grihitam. Hands. Next side. Chandanam Samarpayami. Om Sri Kanda Chandanam Divyam Gandharyam Sumanoharam Velipanam Surisrishta Chandanam Prati Grihitam. Hands. Chandanam Samarpayami. Om Sri Kanda Chandanam Divyam Gandharyam Sumanoharam Velipanam Surisrishta Chandanam Prati Grihitam. Chandanam Samarpayami. Next side. Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaraha. Om Kushastu Deva Kushmule Janadana Kushmadjitrayo Deva Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaraha. Next one. All right. Who again? Come. Om Kushastu Deva Kushmule Janadana Kushmadjitrayo Deva Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaraha. I'm supposed to come. Om Kushastu Deva Kushmule Janadana Kushmadjitrayo Deva Brahma Vishnu Maheshwaraha. What happened? Let's make smaller. How do I go by the...
Like coffee hand one.
Nah. Right. Right. Again. It's far away. Okay. You ready to start? Huh?
There's a mic. You want me to bring it closer?
Later, when they had a talk and thing,
Yeah.
we'll get them to talk. My mouth big. Acha? Get them flowers.
Yellow, right?
Hmm?
Yellow?
Yeah. Sit around, everybody. We have gathered this morning to perform the Anteshti Sanskar of coffee. Let's stand, please, everyone, as we pray. Right. Meditate on Bhagwan. Aum Gananam Tva Ganapatikum Havamahe Kavim Kavenam Upamastavastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmana Brahmanaspata Anusranvannoti Bisidha Sadhanam Om Mahaganapatiye Namah Om Sarvamangal Mangalye Shive Sarvat Sadike Sharanye Trambike Gauri Narayani Namostute Om Trambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyama Amritaat Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Offer flowers. Get them? All right. That's no. Right? We could sit. As I said before, we gathered to perform the Anteshti Sanskar or the funeral rites this morning. Right? What is the purpose of funeral rites? The purpose of funeral rites is just to get rid of the body. But we perform this so that we can purify the body before we get rid of it. And that is all that there is to it. Right? Most of the time, people say that we should do for people whilst they are alive. That when they passed on, waste of time. It's better to do for people whilst they are alive, right? And that is what I said. I disagree with that completely. Whilst people are alive, most of the time they can do for themselves. Unless they're very sick, right? At this point in time, right, Coffee can't do anything for himself. He depends on those who are living to do everything. Hence the reason it is more important to do when they have passed on. Because while someone is alive, they can do for themselves. They can't do anything again. Right? And it is said, this is the last rites. If this is the last rites, why do we continue doing things afterwards? Until a whole year, let us do the yearly bandara. If this is the last rites. This is the last rites for the body. For this body. That's why they say last rites, only for the body. Right? What we do afterwards is for the soul. Everything that we do afterwards is for the soul. Right? So at this point in time, we will do the sankalp. Give them some flowers as we do the sankalp. Sankalp is the purpose for which we're doing whatever we're doing. And in this case, is the funeral rites. So meditate on Bhagavan once more. Om Vishnu Ragya Paramatmani Namah Sri Puran Purushottamam Sri Bhamnot Chaprahadeshi Shvet Vadaha Kalpe Vaivaswant Mantarve Ashta Vinshati Kaliyo Kalipatam Charane Jambo Dvipe Bharat Kande Trenda Deshi Lavar Kande Piero Chetre Vedopal Prapti Kamana Siddhyarthi Amukhanamasya Vartaman Mase Sri Anteshti Sanskar Sankalpamastu Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Offer. Yes. Yeah. Take, sprinkle water 5 times. Om. Papoham pap karmaham papatma papa sambhavam trahimam pundarikaksham sarva papa harohari. Take this. Your fine chandan. Right? No, your fine this finger. Right? All over and on top here. The chandan pulling downwards. Yes. Om Gandhadwaram Duradacham Chapushtim Karishinim Ishwarim Sarvabhutanam Tamiyopa Vaisriyam. Mm-hmm. Give all of them to put. Using it this finger, this one, right. You know, we go later. Yes.
Straight line.
Yes. Exactly. All of just put in your forehead.
No, what you talk
Right. Yes. Right there.
That's it. Good. Yeah. That's it.
Very good. Offer. That's right true. Tulsi leaf, bhai. Narad Muni? I want Tulsi leaf.
More?
No, one enough we want. Put it on the lips. Tulsi patra, danam, samarpayam. Pinda. We owe one now for now.
One?
Yeah. Hmm? Take the pin down, find the right arm, and put it in the right arm. Take hand so. Leave it. Your hand, put it this way. Om. Trip it down. Right. And we do ripping. You got malas. Give all of them on one. Yeah, all. Give all of them one and let it offer it. it and we'll be performing arti now. For funeral ceremony, we will do arti wrong side. Right? Most of the time when they do explain, people they say, look, the pandit doing everything wrong side. Right? But if you take a bottle with a cover, right, and you turn it clockwise, it tightens the cover. If you turn it anti-clockwise, it loosens, it opens. Right? At this point in time, we're loosening the ties with this body. Hence, we do the arti anti-clockwise. Right? If it's open, you can just add one to it. You're doing the anti-clockwise while right wrong and go wrong 5 times. Allah will follow him.
Anti-clockwise?
Yeah. This way, you're doing it on the box. This way. Right? And go right around. Right. And just keep going around 5 times. Om Jam Dware Mahagore Andena Tamasavrite Tatvalokaya Dipoyam Upatishtatam. Om Jam Dware Mahagore Andena Tamasavrite Tatvalokaya Dipoyam Upatishtatam. Om Jam Dware Mahagore Andena Tamasavrite Tatvalokaya Dipoyam Upatishtatam. Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare, Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyo ko dukha dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा का दूर किनारा हो। और कोई न केवल हारा हो, फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। Jai 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 Krishna Hare. All those who want to do arti, make offering of flowers, can do so now. Come. Here one. With the essence.
Right here.
Line them put a chandan.
Yeah. The essence was right here.
Right. Let her put a chandan, spread the essence, put a flowers, and then do arti. All who want to come. Right? Nobody can come in? They're going to use it to do arti.
So you're doing arti first?
No.
Chandan?
Chandan, essence,
Chandan.
flowers, and then arti. Hey, how are you going? Hold this, so in case when it open,
Yeah, go put it.
you go put chandan essence. Right. When it open. तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे। पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा, पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा। जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, फिर जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे। दुखियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधो, ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधो। आउट। ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधो, ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधो, ज्योति जन्म गवाया। एक पिता के हम सब लड़के, धरती हमारी माता। एक पिता के हम सब लड़के, धरती हमारी माता। कुतुम कबीला संगन साथी, कुतुम कबीला संगन साथी। काल डंक बजाता साधु, ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु, ज्योति जन्म गवाया, ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु, ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु, ज्योति जन्म गवाया। दो दिन की पहुनाई जगत में, माया में भरमाया। दो दिन की पहुनाई जगत में, माया में भरमाया। धन दौलत कुछ काम न आवे, धन दौलत कुछ काम न आवे। चोट जाए यह काया साधु, ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु, ज्योति जन्म गवाया, ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु, ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु, ज्योति जन्म गवाया। सत्संग की गंगा बही है, कोमल जिसकी दारा। सत्संग की गंगा बही है, कोमल जिसकी दारा। करु स्नान विमल कर काया, करु स्नान विमल कर काया। पापिना पार कराया साधु, ज्योति जन्म गवाया साधु, ज्योति जन्मगवाया, ज्योति जन्मगवाया साधु, ज्योति जन्मगवाया साधु, ज्योति जन्मगवाया। हरे रामा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा 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 हरे हरे. Speech?
You giving yourself one first?
No. Them. Mango leaf.
I won't forget how much I did.
Yeah, well, that is 5. Mango. 7, 8.
7 leaf.
ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानानशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I very much humble to each and everyone, Panditji, all Vaishnavi, all Vaishnava, all Pandits or Purohits who are present here. I would like to say thank you all very much. My humble pranam to each and everyone for gathering today to give my brother a farewell send-off. Most of you have known him because you all live in the village or wherever. A I'd like to thank all my friends and from abroad who came, and all the family, and to Mala in Miami, my brother in Texas. Unfortunately, we were unable to make it due to medical circumstances, but the prayers and thoughts are with us. To my children, my wife, to Rocky and his father, parents, and them, who have given me so much moral support in times as this, and as you all who are here, who assist us in difficult times and in good times. We deeply appreciate your humble respect and thanks to each and every one of you for giving my brother his last rites and Tishti Sanskar. And there's a few things I've been mentioned that probably somebody may like it or dislike it or whatnot, but I'm not going to trouble my brother past. He was a great son. He lived by dharmic values. He did his parents' seva. He minded his mother and father. I'm as the elder brother never did what he did for his parents. And in turn, his children did his. Because every day, Johanna and Darren, when they called me, they bathed him, they fed him, they took everything and make him exactly what he did. When my father passed away in 1991, Darren born that same morning. He is a very kind person. My father came into his body, and everything that Kofi did for his parents, Darren and Giovanna did for them. Although they were unfortunate circumstances, but these children are blessed, and that young man is very blessed. You know, some of you may not know, but Darren and I were discussing it this last night. His last words were, Hare Rama. Not too many people could utter that last word. You have to practice it during the course of your lifetime, for your last breath, to say Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. Coffee says Hare Rama, and he expired. What a gift Mahatma Gandhi, when he was assassinated, his last words were Hare Rama. I'm a very devout Hindu. I'm down to earth on my culture. Although I live abroad, but I practice it very wrongly. Like I have my friend Krishna, he's from New York. All his brothers, his sister-in-laws, and all the funeral and whatnot, I participate in it, take care of it. I love to do this because it's the last rights of any human being. To everybody in New York, they all send their condolences to us. I'm here, my sister Chan is here. We were fortunate enough to catch a flight to be here on time. The reason why I tried to do this funeral today is according to the text, tomorrow is Panchak starts. Panchak is a difficult time to do Antishti Sanskar. As all you know, all the Pandits and Prohits and them will explain all these things to you all. I'm not here to lecture to no one and everything. I'm here to just thank you all. My humble pranam to each and everyone, to you. Kenny, Narayan, Polly. I thank you all very much for assisting me in this difficult situation. To my relatives, Harry, and my nephews, my nieces, Beto, and everybody who lives here, I'd like to thank all you all for cooperating and assisting us. You know, Sushi and his children and all them. If I happen to forget some of you all, it's not a situation that I write down a speech or want to make known, because these children are not in the situation to stand up here today. I'm fighting it very hard. My brother and I were very close. He and I spoke regularly, and any difficulty arises, I'm as the elder brother stand up with him to make sure. I told Giovanna and Darren, anything I'm capable of doing, I'm here for them before I reach in this, you know. Ek din hame bhi jana hai. One day I will be in that situation. We all will be. And Tishti Sankar is a great puja to do. Who cannot do it? Pitri Paksh is coming up. Do all your ancestors, Pitri Paksh, 15 days or 3 days or whatever days your Pandit will prescribe. Babaji, I want to thank you very much. I haven't seen you in, many months. I understand your brother passed away. You're my friend, Tara. And, we have lost so many people in the village. But I looked into Zoom. If you send me the link, like I saw many funerals from here. And we are fortunate to have, like the Oran Katola, like when we get Zoom and we look and we share our tears and our sorrows with everybody. Today is my turn. So my thanks to each and every one of you for being here. God bless you all. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. My brother looked like a Swami today. He always wanted to be dressed in saffron robe. And he's a very avid Hindu. He preaches a lot, especially when he has that illicit, whatever they call it. If anybody wants to say, feel free to say anything about him, because I know a lot of them say good things about him. Giovanna, sit right there. Sit right there.
I have to stand up. Is that right? Sitaram. I was voted to come and give a eulogy out of this birthday moment. So this is something that I didn't write. So everybody here, all three-quarters would know Daddy, Uncle Coffee. He was a man of the village. Anywhere you go, everybody know Coffee. You go in the police station, oh, I know this man. He died, the man in the morgue. Say, oh God, this man passed, I know he. Anywhere you go, Daddy was there. He was a man everybody loved. People may say, he was an alcoholic, he used to drink rum. But I look at it as Brother Coffee enjoy life. He enjoyed life to the fullest, till the last, right? As Uncle Jack said, he had last words with Hari Ram. I was there. I was there and I heard everything. Nobody could prepare for that. One day you have to go away, you didn't know it would be so soon. You will be dearly missed, Dad. Every day you used to enjoy your life till the last, right? You never forget nobody. Up until the mic man, every time you pass and make an announcement, you always healing you out. Coffee. Everybody know you. Yesterday the drops man pass and stop just to get drops and a soft drink. The man started to break down in tears. He lost a loyal customer. No more drops again for Uncle Coffee. The juice, yes. Juice and drops. Every Tuesday. And every Sunday to stop the pallet man for ice cream. Always. We never eat it out in one day, he used to spread it across the week because he had sugar. So he would eat little bit every day. He was a very good brother, and a very good son, because I wasn't there when his father passed away, but he took very good care of his mother before she passed. And a single parent who raised 2 children on a taxi salary did his very best. He sent us to school, we got a degree and got our jobs, and we are big and grown now. When I last came and saw you, I told you that you need to go and rest now. I would have loved to have you back, but you suffered too long. And I'm happy that you're resting and you're not suffering anymore. Until we meet again, thank you all for coming.
Sitaram. Everybody know me as Vijay. Vijay. Well, let me just give you a little history about coffee. I grew up here from 6 years old. 6 years old, I grew up here. And Coffee was my father. He was my father. He treated me like a son. And it have no days that I didn't look for him until I got married. I still look for him. When Coffee, Giovanna said he used to drive taxi. We cut grass, we clean, we plant rice, we beat rice. We did everything. I'm sorry if I'm crying, but I don't know about anybody else. But Coffee is very dear to me in this family. I love him with all my heart, and I never forget him. I was here with every breath he take and every step he make. I was here. Darren know that. And Darren and Giovanna, I used to stay with them and check them out with my family. But a memory of him bringing me up and sending me to school with Mama and Papa in those days, I couldn't climb out the road after 6 o'clock, you know. If he catch me out the road at 11 years or 12 years or 13 years or 16 years, I used to get a tap in my head. What are you doing out the road, boy? Go home and study your book. That is my father. Coffee is everything to me, and it hurts. But Darren and Giovanna, I am here as your brother because I consider him my father. I consider you all brother and sister. I know you all call me Uncle Vijay, but I love Coffee. Coffee did a lot. I used to wash his car when he drive his Kingswood SL. Every night, he would bring a box of KFC for me. And in those time, $6 was my fee. Every night, every day the car have to wash. And $6 was my fee, and that was plenty money because cinema ticket was 55 cents. 55 cents was a cinema ticket. And I used to go to school, save money. And when I come home in the evening, he would make sure I have everything. Just like his child, his first child, if you want to say. I was here, I grew up here, I live here all my life. And there is so much thing. My children up to this day and my wife, unfortunately, they are studying and they cannot come, and my wife is working. She's watching it right now, I'm sure. He, Coffee, is not just a person, he's God sent. Everybody in the village knows Coffee. Anywhere you go, you know Coffee. My children, up to this day, if Coffee call and say, or we come here, we cannot go home without eating his food. And anybody will answer for that in this village here. Once he cooks something, he will call me and say, Vijay, bring the family. And that's how I live here. From Mama days to now, I left after I got work, got married, have 2 children, matter of fact, 4 children, sorry. And he knew all of them. I'm just giving you a history of him. But he will be dearly missed because I love him with all my heart and soul. I want you all to know, Darren and Giovanna, that I'm here for whatever reason. To all the family, to the Lalreka family. I carry Lall to the Lalreka family. You all know me, and I'm here to support you all to the fullest. I thank everybody for being here, for showing up and giving his last rites. And I want to do that myself. So Sitaram, and thank you for this little 5 minutes.
Anybody is free to make any good or bad statement. It's open to the public. I just want to send some greetings out to Sunil, Narad, Sean, Blocker. These are all boys from the village who live up there with me, and they never a morning don't pass that they don't text me, Uncle, how you going? And I try to put them in the right perspective of life, give them a little guidance. It's only a few years ago I left Trinidad, 52 years ago, and migrated and raised a family, and they're all born there and they live there. This young man never had the opportunity. He had the opportunity, but he never could take it because the love for his parents. To Vijay and all my crew who helped me all the time in the construction department of breaking a house and building a house, all kind of craziness we do during the course of our life, Krishna. You are here. Your good friend, I call him, but I can't find him. Senior Gaj. We have a very close-knit family in New York. People from Trinidad knows me very well. And half of them even know where I am at right now because my phone is only text. Every morning I send religious pictures to them and greetings in the name of the Lord that they may wake up and say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Just all. Mahamantra is very, very important. You know, like my brother did it, because every time I spoke to him, he always chanted the name of the Lord. And it's a very rare thing to happen. Only gifted people has the ability to utter the last breath, the Lord's name. Like my friend named me is Krishna. So I have no difficulty because when I want to buy a little drink and they say, Krishna, my friend, go get that. Krishna, the Lord. One day I asked a girl for a date and she said, I have to speak to my best friend. So I thought she had a boyfriend. I said, what the hell is this? And she said, well, I spoke to Krish. And Krish said she can't date me. So I said, well, what Krish? He said, Lord Krishna, I'm a devotee, I'm a Krishna devotee. So when I spoke to Krishna, Sri Krishna Bhagavan tells she, no, that fella is a bad fella, don't worry. Before I forget, Pauline, Betty, Saucy, my cousin and them is here, Harry, and all these kids.
Somebody wanted to sing a song before we proceed.
Sure. Bhajan, just a gao.
Sitaram, Namaskar, Assalamu Alaikum. Good morning, everyone. People may not know me, so let me introduce myself. I am Simone. I am Mala, last sister. I am Kofi's last sister-in-law, the aunt of Daring and Giovanna. Giovanna would have spoken about Kofi being a good brother and a good son. But I'm here today to say that Kofi was an awesome brother-in-law. Although things did not work out with him and Mala, no point in time did I ever come at that gate and was turned away. There was no time he ever came to our house and was turned away. We maintained an awesome relationship. Every one of us, and anytime he see us anywhere, sister-in-law, how you going? Brother-in-law, how you going? And even when my dad passed, he came the next day with chicken, duck and peas and roti, and he sat down and mother-in-law, come eat, I cook, and we sat and we had a great time. And that's the relationship Kofi shared with us. And it's a relationship that I will never forget. Every time I see Kofi, Simone, sister-in-law, Ram Nam Satya Hai. Ram Nam Satya Hai. Every time I ask Giovanna, how is Kofi doing? And she tell me, I will always say at the end, Ram Nam Satya Hai, because that's how I know Coffee to be. All right? So I will always remember him. He will always be a part of my life. And I'm just here to sing a song. And I'm sure everyone knows it, so you all can feel free to join in. Jyoti Bindu, Jyoti Bindu, Paramatma se, ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू, परमानंद का अनुभव कर दो, भन्या भरा जीवन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। प्रभु की प्रार्थना का मूल मंत्र है संपूर्ण समर्पण। हे आत्मा चल प्रभु को दे तू सारा जीवन, देख प्रभु तेरे निकल बिराजे हो, देख प्रभु तेरे निकल बिराजे, कल्या बरा जीवन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। ज्योति बिंदु के प्रेम सिंधु में चल आज नहा ले, परम पिता के प्रेम पत्र बनकर तू शुभ वर पाले। किरण किरण को निरख नयन से हो, किरण किरण को निरख नयन से हो जा मन में मांग ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन, अब चल कर ले मिलन। परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू हो, परमानंद का अनुभव कर तू, धन्य भरा जीवन ज्योति बिंदु परमात्मा से, ऐ मेरी आत्मा अब चल कर ले मिलन, 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 अब चल कर ले मिलन। Coffee, my brother-in-law, may your soul rest in peace. राम नाम सच्चा है,
राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है। Great mission.
Sitaram, everybody. Sitaram, everybody. Well, we have come almost to the end of this Enteshti Sanskar. Everybody spoke about coffee.
Sitaram, everybody. My name is Krishna, as the Pandit say. I want to know if you were speaking about me. The amount of time he called my name. However, I live about almost 40 years in this place here. And Coffee used to live in front, and after that he go on next door. So I could always hear him. I hear him in the sober, I hear him in the drunk. One thing I used to know, Mala! Shouting at Mala. And the boy, what's it him? Darren! I say, Coffee home. Coffee home. That voice alone, everybody fear. And I think that was a very good thing, because he kept his show under control. I want to also say that most of us give our health for wealth. You know, you work hard and you save up a big house, a big car, like our health gone. And for wealth. Wealth now, you got everything, but you're sick. You didn't enjoy everything. You work hard, you're sick, all kind of disease come on you. But I just want to show something, and that's a normal culture of Indian people. I say Indian people because we are living in an Indian area. It's better to divide it, share it. A little bit of everything is very, very important. So while you're growing up, while you're creating wealth, you also take care of your health and ensure you live life to the fullest. So, and all of us will be there one day. None of us can break that. All religion preach the same thing. All religion preach the same thing. So we will be there, but just a matter of time. So I want to say, health for wealth and wealth for health. That's my note. Thank you very much, sir.
Once again, Sitaram, as we have come to almost the end, everybody say, so there is not. What can I say now after everybody spoke? But I hear coffee, 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 coffee. What was coffee name? Ramkumar Lall. That is his name. What a powerful name he had. Ramkumar. I like to quote one verse from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 20. Bhagavad Gita says, "For the soul there is never birth, nor death, nor having once been, nor does it ever cease to be. It is unborn, eternal, and ever existing. It is not slain when the body is slain." Everybody should read that. Look for a Gita and read it. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 20. If we should listen to a funeral announcement, we will hear the body of Ramkumar Lall will be cremated. This is the body of Ramkumar Lall. Where is Ramkumar Lall or coffee? This is not coffee. This is coffee's body. Where is coffee? The fact of the matter is, none of us knew coffee. Absolutely none of us knew coffee. If we knew coffee, we would know where he is at this point in time. Coffee is the living force that was in this body, what people call the life or the atma or the soul. That was coffee, right? And the thing about it is, all of us is the same. We are that life, that atma, that soul, which resides in our body. And our purpose is to find out who we are. Every one of us. Everybody just talk about liberation or moksha. The only time you can acquire liberation or moksha is when you have realized who you are. So the purpose in life is self-realization. And you can only acquire this whilst in a human body. That's how important a human body is. And we come and acquire a human body after millions and millions of years, and then we waste our time in this human body. Because when this happens to us, this which is inevitable for every single one of us, when it happens, then we will say, look how I have wasted my time in this body, when I could have made a step further towards moksha liberation. Every single one of us, this is it for us. Whilst living in this body, right, you have to work. Of course you have to work. Because how will you maintain your body? But it is said, even while working, you can chant God's name. And they say, practice makes perfect. And it is said, as Bhai said, coffee called Sri Ram name. You see, at that point in time, when you exit this body, what is in your mind, that is where you will be or what you will become. Hence the reason you keep chanting God's name all the time, so at that point in time it will be easy. Because when you have to exit this body, what you do most whilst in this body will come easiest to you to say. Hence, long ago, all the old people, what they used to do, if they stomp their foot, they call God's name. If they open a door, they call God's name. Anything they do, they call in God's name. They was practicing to keep God's name in their mind. So when this time comes, it will be easy to utter his name. So let each and every one of us remember, this is going to happen to every one of us. Right? You see, life is like going to school. And this point in time is our final exam. Are we going to pass or are we going to fail? Everyone who goes to school, when they does exam, they want to pass. The pass mark for this exam is remembering Bhagwan at that point in time when we have to exit this body. That is the only pass mark. How many of us are going to pass this exam? Right? With this, we will stand once more as we pray. Meditate on Bhagwan as we pray. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardanam Yat Pujitam Maya Deva Paripurnam Tadastu Me Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Om Yam Brahma Varunendra Maruta Stunvanti Divyai Savai Vedai Sangapad Kramopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samuga Dhyana Vashtidatat Gate Namanasa Pashyanti Yam Yojino Yashyantam Navidu Sura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Bande Paramananda Madhavam Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Ram Nam Satya Hai. before we leave? Yes, they could put all the flowers and roses and things, they could. Right, watch. Could put it all here, so all this so.
While they're doing the viewing and let me sing my bhajan. I had to sing this bhajan, not okay. If it's here or wherever I am.
I'm going to see if I find it.
They go into the contest and see bhajan.
Huh?
no flowers for down there, right?
No, no, put all the flowers here. Mainly chadar. एक
दिन छूटी है इस संसार आई भी अकेला है जाई भी अकेला है 2 दिन की जिंदगी है 2 दिन का मेला है
एक दिन छूटे जाए संसार एक दिन हमें भी जाना है हे प्रभु आनंद दाता इतना करुण स्वामी
जय कृष्ण हरि जन्म गवाए कोई न ले जाए.
That is what you want to sing? Yeah. All right, you go sing it now, man.
While they
are put any incense in it. Carry all that on there.
You could carry it, we go put it in the fire.
Any anything?
No.
That the other go?
No, I put a marker. So I'll go find it. That book has plenty marker.
Babs, need any arti anything over it?
This.
धन बांध के घटरिया ओ कोई न ले जाए हे धन बांध के घटरिया कोई न ले जाए हे बांध के घटरिया. When you're leaving this earth, all the materialistic wealth you have gained becomes of no value. So, you see, when you come, muthi se band kar le, you come with your hand fist together. But when you go and you say, heart mein pasar le jai, your hand goes empty. So here today, when you tie that jewelry and you go in, you're carrying not a penny. कोई न ले जाए हे धन बांध के घटरिया बांध के घटरिया रे बांध के घटरिया कोई न ले जाए हे धन बांध के घटरिया. जब यमराज पलंग पर बैठे हो जब यमराज पलंग पर बैठे हो उठ गए दोनों नयन पटरिया. अरे उल्टा गए दोनों. Your 2 eyes were like stone. Who is waiting for you? The king of death, Yamaraj. With Chitragupta is there waiting. When you go there, he'll open the records, put on the video, the cassette or the DVD and see what your karma was, what you have done on the face of this earth. And then he will determine, you're going left or you're going right, or you're going to fire, you're going to Patalpuri, or you're going to Vaikunta, you're going to Golok. We'll do it over and over many times. Marhe suta prana nikale, marhi suta prana nikale, prana lukai kothariya kothariya, कोई न ले जाए धन बांध के घटरिया कोई न ले जाए धन बांध के घटरिया. 4 प्रहर मिले काट उठावे 4 प्रहर मिले काट उठावे फूक दिया जैसे बन के लकड़िया फूका दिया जैसे बन के लकड़िया कोई ना ले जाए धन बांध के घटरी. This death comes like a thief in the night, takes your life away and goes away. It comes like when you have a diya like bhuka diya jaise bahan ke, your life gone. So what Bhajana is saying, why don't we live peacefully, truthfully, and nice to each other? Ask ourselves why we came in this form upon this earth, for what purpose? Why God make me in the human form, what I came here for? To carry on the work of the Vaishnavis and the Gurus and the Prohits and the teachings of this Dharma. Sri Ramchandra Bhagwan, he came, what he says, Dharma kaj prithvi paraya Dasharat ji ke putra kahaya. Ram Ram Siya Ram. Dharma kaj prithvi paraya Dasharat ji ke putra kahaya. Dharma ka kaj is work, dharma, protection. Sri Ramchandra came, Vishnu avatar, incarnated and came upon this earth to do what? To protect dharma. What are we doing about dharma? We give a living life about dharma. We do like coffee, khao piyo mauj karo. What happens after? Forget it. Yeah. Kahta kabir suno bhai sadhu. Kahta kabir suno bhai sadhu. छूट गए सब महल उठरिया. छूट गए सब महल उठरिया. कोई ना ले जाए धन बांध के घटरिया. कोई ना ले जाए धन बांध के घटरिया. You have done your part, my brother. Today I enjoying your pastimes that you spent with me. I should not be lamented over you, because you have done great. I wish I could do what you have done. But to all my brothers and sisters abroad who are looking at this, to my children, and everybody, love you, Coffee. I love you. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, his name is Coffee, my name is Coco.
There we go.
You ready?
Yep.
Everybody who wants to take the last picture can do so. We put it in the Lacancaria cremation, where all my
It doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah. Foot first. Foot always first. It doesn't matter. No. You're going and you're resting it on right here, right? Same way. Foot going first.
Foot going first, straight.
Yeah.
You got one pin down.
Yeah. One pin there, leaf. Yeah, I want my arm. I gotta walk with this. Ram Nam! Ram Nam! Ram Nam!
There, right in.
Ram Nam!
Ram Ram.
Carry out with everything.
Come this side. Everybody.
Carry out.
Into this world we have come alone, or jayenge akela. And in a similar manner, when we take our exit, we shall leave alone. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का लीला. When we do take stock of our lives, we realize that this life is a very short visit to a mela. This is a world of strangers. No one is yours. Although everyone lives, I am still alone. आए भी अकेला और जाए भी अकेला.
त्वमेव माता सपिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा. आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला. आए भी अकेला जाए भी अकेला. 2 दिन की जिंदगी है, 2 दिन का मेला.
Ram Ram. Ram Ram.
अकेला